We pass through the gateway at the entrance and step onto the shrine grounds. Since it's nearly sundown, there's nobody but us at the serene grounds. I sit down on a bench and sigh to myself. Kuromaru notices though and immediately rushes over to nuzzle my leg.
It's nothing, Kuromaru.
Even while I'm saying it, I'm sure Kuromaru can see through my words. I can't understand him in the same way Aiga-san can, but even I can tell what Kuromaru is thinking. I pet Kuromaru as he looks up at me with worried whine, and I put my hand in my pocket to pull out the Shadow Operative badge that Mitsuru-san had given me. Kuromaru wears the same badge on his collar.
Even if she gave me this, I know it's just for show. I bet everyone else is working hard right now.
This morning I got a call from Sanada-san for the first time in a long while. It seems he'd just come back to Japan from a year-long training journey. Wandering the world, I knew he was the kind of person who would put himself through anything in order to get stronger, but this is the sort of thing that you only hear about in stories. Sanada-san told me that he had gone to see Mitsuru-san directly after his return to this country, but had been immediately dispatched to an emergency. He's currently busy with that, so he just said that he would tell me more about his trip some other time. I know that being a shadow operative must be tough, but he seems so excited when talking about them, so it's like I get these pent-up feelings inside. You're useless.
Too, you know.
A member, yes, but only as a part of a secondary unit that only gets called out in extreme situations. Being part of a special suppression unit has a cool ring to it that I like. But the official shadow operatives are each given a unique number. For example, Aiga-san is member number 5. We don't have that. We're just auxiliary members. I haven't been called to action yet, and I doubt I ever will be until after I graduate high school. After all, I did promise Mitsuru-san that I would try to live out my childhood as much as I could.
I'm just for show too.
God, he is... I gotta stop. I gotta stop reading for a second, because it just annoys me how he is still the same exact character. He hasn't changed at all. He's just a whiny brat who's a little bit taller. He thinks he's useless, but I guess at least he's self-aware, because he is extremely useless. And I feel sorry that Kuromaru is stuck with such a useless piece of garbage like Ken. Now, on that note, I'm going to open this can of soda because all this reading is making me a little thirsty. God, I hate Ken. Jesus. And following that promise to try as much as I could, I've been acting like a child on the surface, an average middle school student, studying, helping out with club activities, and even taking part in the student council. But I haven't officially joined any clubs, and the reason why is because I asked Mitsuru-san to call me for help if she ever needed me. I know that no organization under the police would be able to command an underage person, let alone someone in middle school. I'm only a shadow operative for show and only a child for show. If this continues, I won't know when I'll ever be able to go back to who I really am.
Making
A
my
whiny
life my own
bitch.
is actually pretty hard. Sometimes I lose sight of what I'm supposed to be doing.
I think back on the words that the person who saved my life left me. Oh, don't you fucking dare. I thought I'd come to understand them sometime, but as time passed, other emotions began to rear their
It's
heads.
completely dark now. We should head back home, Kuromaru.
I wonder if I will be left behind like this. Would things actually be better if I just forgot about everything? But could I live with myself if I had the power to fight, but did nothing with it? I've been thinking a lot about that. I stand up from the bench and look across the dark, quiet temple grounds. I won't reach an answer just by thinking about it. I know that. But at that moment, Kuromaru suddenly barks at me. It's been a while since I heard him bark like this. He's been getting more and more mellow these days. What's that sound? Some rhythmic noise is approaching from up above. The wind becomes stronger, and the trees around the temple begin to rustle. I look up into the sky, and a bright light turns on high above. As my eyes adjust, I see a previously hidden black helicopter in the otherwise pitch black sky. It's like something out of a movie. Is it the military? No, that can't be right. As if to answer my doubts, a searchlight streams down, pinning shadows to the ground. Something's happened. That's my first thought. I don't know what, but for some reason I sense elation rising up through my body.
Let's go, Koromaru.
I grip my Shadow Operative badge tightly, then thrust it back in my pocket as I take a deep breath. I run towards the helicopter. God, we're gonna deal with Ken a lot. I just know it. And Labrys time. And Duman! Junpei Iori! Who demand? You demand! That's right. Yes. Junpei's dreams at a baseball stadium. But this takes place first, so this is the route we're going to take first. And it looks like it's the mostly primary route. Yeah. It definitely is. Okay, so we still got a long ways to go. We're just started it. Our Labrys is going to be on some beach. All these anime cutscenes we keep getting. Or not.
Where am I?
Blue skies and azure ocean spread out before my eyes. A gentle breeze brushes my cheek as I stand on a blindingly glistening beach, the sun shining from high above. The sound of the waves is calming.
What am I doing here? Wasn't I going through maintenance at Mitsuru-san's place?
I retraced my memories with a hint of bewilderment. Because I had been severely damaged in their recent battles, I was to undergo full repairs at the laboratory and the Shadow Operatives facility. I was placed into a protective case, and Fukusan explained what was going to happen while Aiga stood nearby.
Oh, this must be a dream then.
I vaguely remember this sensation. It's similar to something I've experienced a number of times before. Fukusan said that she would shut down my consciousness during maintenance, thus I shouldn't be able to dream. Is this a random phenomenon occurring during my reboot process?
I'm dressed like this again.
I'm wearing the uniform from Yasogami High. My arms are human arms. Since what's in one's heart can be reflected in dreams, this must be one of my desires. Still, I know it's nothing but an illusion. I understand, and I won't deny it any longer. This isn't really an appearance that I wanted to recall so soon after what happened yesterday. But it seems that me, deep within my heart, won't let that be that way. Still, gazing at this scenery, I cease to care about such things. I take a step towards the pier that juts out from the beach, then turn my attention to my internal GPS.
Guess there's no use doing something like that in a dream.
I don't need my GPS to know what this place is. It's where I hid a certain wish in my heart sometime long ago.
It's so beautiful. If this really is a dream, maybe I can keep going.
Just while I think that, the pier under my feet crumbles and disappears without a sound. Just like that, the azure waters swallow me. Okay. The sun's light becomes dim, but I feel no anxiety. A mysterious sensation envelops me as if everyone is near me and I'm connected with everyone. Eventually, when the feeling of floating becomes stronger and I lose all sense of up and down, the sea changes into a field of countless lights in the darkness. Stars, you mean?
Where could this be?
It seems I have an odd guest. Oh?
Oh shit, what?
Does represent? No. Press stand? Ah, yes, Miss
Elizabeth?
We met the other day.
I turn toward the voice and see a familiar woman in a blue dress, Elizabeth. She gave me a word of caution during yesterday's battle, when I had been turning my eyes away from my true self. This is an unexpected reunion with the person who appeared before me like a storm and left with the same amount of force.
Oh, hi. Thanks a bunch for back then.
I didn't get to thank you properly at the time.
You faced yourself and overcame the ordeal through your strength alone.
Is she gonna get the wild card?
The scene certainly
Like,
helped as
okay,
well.
so she's clearly not a guest of like the Velvet Room, but she's somehow been teleported to where Elizabeth is, which is kind of like a dimension I would assume is between the Velvet Room and the actual world. I'm not exactly sure on that theory because she can travel wherever she wants, and she still has like supernatural powers. Since she was able to teleport everyone in the cast of the TV world at the end of episode P4.
Under the ice? I don't know what that means, but this place is beautiful. Where am I?
This is a world within people's hearts. Since you're here, it's most likely that you are at rest in the real world. Now that you have gained a heart of your own and are nurturing it, I wouldn't be surprised if you were to wander here at times.
That all sounds pretty complicated.
What?
What are you
For
doing
real?
here, Elizabeth?
To put it as Frank would, it is a secret. But if there was something I could say about it, I am yearning for an unseen power.
You're trying to get a wild card of your
You
own,
want
right?
power too? Even though you're insanely strong already?
So you can awaken Dorkun.
All this talk of power has reminded me of something. It seems you have obtained a new power through that battle earlier. I do not mean to be rude, but my adorable personality cannot restrain my infinite curiosity for such things. Would you show it to me?
Huh? Wait. Hey, hold on now. Are you saying you want to fight me right this minute?
Of course.
My, how could I have forgotten? A boisterous brawl in this place would certainly not be elegant.
Aw.
Not talking about where we are.
Worry not. I will prepare a worthy stage at once.
Wait, you'll what? Huh?
For real. She flips open the book with a fluid motion. As she does, a blue circle draws itself into the air and the scenery around us changes.
This place.
The tranquil ocean-like area changes into a familiar place. This is the announcement room at the school that I had created. Beyond the glass in this red-stained room hang the corpses of my sisters I had destroyed with my own hands. I feel a lump in my throat as the memories come back to me. I look down and see that my body has returned to its cold white metallic one. This is my true form.
Are you a bit shaken? My apologies, but it seems we're being pressed for time.
Before I can sort out my emotions, the aura I feel from Elizabeth begins to intensify. She's coming.
Without further ado, here I come. Your fate is in the cards.
Oh god, the first fight's Elizabeth? Jesus! Okay, so this is a bit unexpected. It's not just every day that you're connected to someone who's in the Velvet Room.
Oh no, impressive. Huh? Everything's impressive. Oh no. Oh my. Please don't hold you have some. You were seen. Ooh. Impressive. Huh? Here. You're frozen now.
Shit.
Oh my. Oh no. Impressive.
Eat it. Ooh, damn! That's probably the easiest time I've ever had fighting her.
Well done. I have indeed witnessed the power you have acquired.
A power of persona, right? While I was preoccupied with fighting Elizabeth, I remembered something. This is a place where I face myself and gain something precious and irreplaceable. Yukun, Mitsuru-san, and all the others. Imagining their faces causes a mysterious strength to well up from within me.
Have I gotten stronger?
Elizabeth smiles. She calmly returns to the conversation we had been having.
Whether you can accomplish your wish and your heartfelt promise is up to you. If you can't do it, no one else will be able to do it for you. But from a different perspective, That means that any